Hello friends and welcome back to the channel. This is Funmibi here again with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing an updated beaded headband tutorial. I posted this beaded headband on my YouTube shorts and I got a couple of comments from us asking me to share the tutorial on how this was made. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you all how this headband was made. So if you will be interested in knowing all about this process, please ensure that you watch this video to the end in order not to miss any important information. Also, feel free to hit the like button if you thoroughly enjoy, which I'm sure you would. Share this video with your friends and family. Subscribe if you're yet to, and all that good stuff. All right, guys, let's get straight into today's video. Let's go. Hi guys, so before we get straight into the tutorial, I got a question a while back from one of us. I can't really remember her name now. She was asking how I manage velvet fabric, because if you are familiar with velvet, you know that most times when you cut through it, this edge right here usually starts to fray. But I'm not sure if I responded to her, but I'm taking this opportunity to just respond. I hope she watches this video. But with velvet, what I do with it in order to get fantastic results is, before I start cutting, I ensure that I iron it such that the edge is smooth. Can we see how straight this edge looks? It wasn't like this at the point of cutting. I first of all ironed and then cut through. So if you could do that, try that out. I hope it works for you. Another thing I would suggest is, after cutting, even though it rolls up, take it like that as it's already rolled up, take it to your ironing board and iron and open up that curl. And if it's a situation where the curling is really bad, after you've ironed it and it has opened up, get your interfacing, so maybe a gum stay, stay, or any other type of interfacing you have, press it on, and once you apply that interfacing, be sure that it's not going to curl up at any point. So try any one of these tips that I've shared and I hope it works out for you. If it does, let me know down in the comments. Let's get back into today's tutorial. Alright guys, so to make this particular headband, you need your fabric, and for me, I'm working with velvet fabric. Feel free to use any fabric you like, but I'm of the opinion that velvet is just a very luxurious fabric. It usually gives your end result, the end result of whatever design you're making, it gives it a very lush and beautiful look. So that's why I'm going for velvet. These are the combination of beads that I'll be working with. I'm working with this size 8 pearls. Okay, they are not original pearls, they are just plastic pearls. So feel free to walk into any one of your favorite sewing accessories shop in your location and ask for pearls if you're trying to recreate this exact same design. I also have my size 6 pearls, also in color black, and I'm also going to be combining these pearls with crystal beads. This is a size 8 crystal bead right here. I also have my crystal bead in size 6 as well, and this is what it looks like, as well as my crystal bead in size 4. All right, and finally, well, not finally, I'm also going to be using some seed beads. These are your regular schmegular seed beads, and then I have claw stones. These are the claw stones that I'm working with. I'm working with this teardrop, big size teardrop. I'm working with this marquise right here, and then your regular round claw stone. Feel free to use any type of gem you like. These are the gems that I would just simply prefer to work with. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to real quick go ahead to wrap my headband. I already went ahead to pat the headband over there. I hope we can see it. So I'm going to go ahead to wrap that headband with my velvet fabric. If you're new here and you don't know how to wrap a headband, I'm going to go ahead to link a video on the screen for you so you can check it out and then make yourself a gorgeous wrapped headband. So let me go quickly do that and then we'll be back to continue this particular tutorial. Alright guys, so just before I go ahead to wrap my headband, one other thing I would like to point out to us is the fact that before wrapping, it's very important that you iron the fabric that you're going to use to wrap your headband. Ironing, as basic as it sounds, because I found that, including myself now, I'm speaking for myself as well, we can get very lazy about ironing, like, why do I have to iron? But the amount of difference that ironing makes is very, 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 very tremendous. Okay, so don't be lazy about ironing. Take your fabric to your ironing board and give the fabric a good press. And this goes for any type of fabric you are working with, even if it's not velvet. Okay, before you go ahead to wrap, iron it, and make sure that when you're ironing, I don't know if you guys can see, but this seam line, let it be at the center. Don't iron in a way that this seam will be at the side. Adjust it and make this seam line, I don't know if it's appearing on camera, let it be centralized, and give your fabric a good press. So I just thought to mention that to us. I'll go off camera now and then we'll continue. All right, friends, so this is my headband after wrapping. Incredibly gorgeous. So it's time for us to get straight into beading. And to bead, you need your beading needle and your thread. Beading needles are different from regular hand needles. Okay, so when you go into your sewing accessories shop, ask for a beading needle. Okay guys, so to begin, I'm going to first of all go ahead to sew on these cloth stones. In the first version of this tutorial that I made on here on the channel, I don't know if I talked you guys through the process of sewing on your cloth stone, but even if I did, I'm going to talk through that whole process again for the people who are new on here. So when sewing your cloth stone, first of all, you want to take note of the fact that your cloth stone typically has 4 holes by the side. So you have 2 here and 2 here, and the same thing applies for the other sizes that we have here. If you've not seen my tutorial on gems and stones, you should totally check it out so you know more about these gems and how to decide which one works for what type of style. But back to what I'm saying, this is the marquise style, and it also has 4 holes by the side. There are some of them that have more than 4 holes. They could have up to 6 holes, but the ones that I typically use are the ones with 4 holes. There's this other round type as well, but yeah, this one as well has 4 holes underneath. So when sewing them on, you want to, let me just talk you through. So I want this big one to start off the entire process. So yeah, first of all, because of the style or the way I typically let me increase the brightness of my light. Because of the way I typically wrap headbands, my headbands usually have space underneath, so I like to pass my needle through the hole underneath like so, and then pull it out like that. And then now I pick up my cloth stone and pass the needle and thread through like so, and then just stick my needle into the fabric again and bring it out very close to where this other hole is. I hope you guys are following. Voila. So once you've done that, you turn your, or depending on how you are holding your stuff, but me, I like to turn my headband around, pass the needle and thread through the other hole again, and then stick my needle into the fabric very close to the cloth stone and bring it out again. It's too far. You want to bring it out close to this other hole. Voila. Just do that real quick. Now you see that the cloth stone is sitting, but it still feels loose, and we don't like that. So you pull very firm and then do that whole process one more time. Pass your needle and thread through around just to secure it one more time. So now you see that it's very firm now, so you pull one more time and then secure your stitch. For this one, I don't really care about concealing my stitch because I know that I'm still going to bead over the whole headband, so my beading is still going to cover up my stitch. But this is how I typically secure my stitch. If you pull too fast on your thread, it might get tangled up, so you want to be careful. Voila, one cloth stone secured. So this entire bit, I'm going to use it to cover up. Just place it strategically on the headband, and then I'll come back to show you guys. Alright guys, so this is what the headband looks like after I sewed on all my cloth stones. Now it's time for us to get into the beading proper. This is how I typically start my beading. I start from the extreme end of one side of the headband, and then I work my way all the way to the other end of the headband. And I'm just passing my pearls through my beads. I went about just picking randomly. I picked, sometimes I did a combination of pearls and crystal beads. Other times I used just pearls. It was just a lot, right? So I was just combining my beads in different ways. There was no particular sequence. So feel free to just go off with your own combination. All right. The point is you want to just come up with something beautiful. And the twist to this particular design is the fact that I have like a crisscross effect going on the top part of this headband, and you guys are going to see how that crisscross effect was created. So please pay close attention to everything that I'm doing. I'm going to be interchanging the sequence of this video. Sometimes I'm going to move slowly, other times I'm going to move quickly by just increasing the pace, doubling the pace of my video, right? And this is just in order to keep your attention, right? I don't want to lose you guys at any point in this video. So I'm not going to do too much talking. Please watch closely. If you still have questions, feel free to drop your questions in the comment section, okay? But occasionally when I'm doing something that might require explanation, I'll come back and talk to us. Please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, okay? It helps my channel greatly. It helps me know that you guys got value from watching. Also, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. We have a lot of fun on here on the channel, so you don't want to miss out. Turn on your post notification so you'll be the first to know whenever I post a video. Also, share this video with a friend or someone that you know would love this type of video. Please share with them and all that jazz. So please, let's get back into today's video. This is me after I sewed on the first beads, and now I'm just going to be building my way upwards. And yeah, please also watch any screen text that I leave on the screen, all right? So you don't miss out. Basically, just watch and get rid of any form of distraction. I'll be back to talk to us. Alright guys, so this is what the headband looks like so far. Now that it's time for me to start beading towards the portion where the clutch stones are, you need to pay close attention to see how I go about it. Whenever I bead all the way to the point where there's a clutch stone, what I do is I first of all pass the number of beads that will be enough to reach the side where the clutch stone is. Can you see that I need just 3 beads to get to where the clutch stone is? Exactly. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pass my beading needle underneath the clutch stone, right to the point where the clutch stone is. I'm going to dip my pin into the headband and then pass my pin to come out at the other side of the clutch stone. I hope we understand. If we don't, please just look at the way I'm doing my work. And once I've successfully passed my needle and thread that way, I'll just fill up the needle with the number of beads that will be required for me to make it to the other side of the headband. I hope it all makes sense to us. So that's what I'm going to be doing each time I get to a point where the clutch stone is. Can we see how it looks now? Now that my thread is out at the other end, I'm just going to pick up about 3 pieces of pearls to just fill up that other end of the headband. And you guys can see that I also picked a crystal bead at that point. I just kept picking crystal beads interchangeably, right, like at different intervals while making this headband. So feel free to do that as well. And if you want to do just pearls all through, please do that. I just like the effect that crystal beads usually give to designs, right? They sparkle and just it gives a very subtle sparkle to your designs, right? And I love it so much. I just like when you're standing, especially when you're standing under the lights or in the sun, your headband will just be glistening and looking very cute. I love that look so very much. So that was why I knew that I just had to do a combination of pearls and crystal beads. If you don't really care for sparkly stuff, you can just shank, because crystal beads are they are more expensive than regular plastic pearls, right? So if you know you're working on a budget, please feel free to just leave out the crystal beads. So to create that crisscross effect I was talking about, what you want to do is after you've created a portion of beading on your headband, you want to just bead in such a way that your seed beads are going over the beadwork that you just did.
At the end of this video, I'm going to show a detailed way in which I created that crisscross effect. That's why you want to make sure that you keep watching so you don't miss out. At this point, I started it off, but I was like, you know what, let me first of all bead the entire headband, and then I'll now go back in to create that crisscross effect. So watch to the end in order to see how the crisscross effect was created. I want to keep quiet again, allow you guys watch what I'm doing. If you've not liked this video, please like, subscribe, share, and all that jazz. I'm going to keep saying it because you guys seem to always forget. So apologies if this is a bit annoying the way I'm repeating the like, but please, that's how you guys show me support, right? So please don't forget to like, subscribe if you're yet to, and all that jazz. Thank you. All right, friends. So this entire process took me about 1 hour 30 minutes. I couldn't have shown you guys the entire process, so that's why I had to just chop up some parts of the video. So now it's time for me to start creating the crisscross effect. So please pay attention. What I'm doing is I'm filling up my thread and my needle with beads that would be enough to create like a slanting shape on the headband. Okay, explaining just in case my explanation is not given, please watch closely and just replicate what I'm doing, right? All right, so I already picked up a couple of sand beads and I also threw in some crystal beads. I used the size 4 crystal beads because they are about the same size as my sand beads, right? Or is it my seed beads? Now honestly, see, people should just look at what I'm showing, knows what I'm saying. Okay, so this is me just creating a little slant right there. Can we see what I just did? You want to pick up a couple of beads and create a tiny little slant right there, and then pull on your needle and thread as well to make sure that your slanting design is firm and it's not feeling loose. So the idea is you want to create a zigzag. You know what zigzag is? I believe we all know what a zigzag is, right? So you want to create a zigzag using seed beads and crystal beads on your headband. So you want to, first of all, the faster way that I found is, first of all, bead the entire headband, and then you now start again from one end of the headband, right, that is already beaded this time. Now start creating your zigzag. Okay, and I created the zigzag on one side. I went about creating my zigzag, and then I flipped my headband to the other side and created another zigzag. So that's what now gives us the crisscross look on the headband. Just in case everything that I'm saying is a bit confusing, please watch what I'm doing. I'm going to keep quiet now so I don't distract you with my instructions that I'm giving out, right? Watch what I'm doing, replicate it on your headband, and if you do go ahead to replicate it and it turns out nicely, which I'm sure it would, if you ever post a picture, please tag me because I like to see your recreations on social media, or you could just send it to me via Instagram DM. Okay, it goes down in the DM on Instagram, so feel free to shoot me a message. If you don't know what my Instagram handle is, that's that tiny link that you guys always have on the top left corner of your screen with the Instagram logo on it. That's my Instagram handle. Look for me on there and say what's up in the DMs. Okay, all right, so watch closely. I'm going to come back to talk to us towards the end of this video. All right, guys, so this is what the headband looks like after the crisscross was created. This is the end result. Absolutely beautiful. I wore it out the other day, but I didn't take any picture coincidentally, so I don't have anything to show you guys. But I mean, look at this. Just imagine it on yourself or on your clients. It's going to look absolutely stunning. So you should totally recreate this if you're interested. Thank you guys so much again for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please hit the like button. Also, if you've made it up to this point and you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Don't forget to turn on your post notification as well, so you'll be the first to know anytime I post a new tutorial. Thank you so much again, and I can't wait to see you in another video. Bye bye.